Welcome for another edition of our series. Today I'm going to talk about communication and the impact on relations. You would have seen around you that relationships have become very difficult. Whether you are married, whether you are unmarried, whether you're staying with your family, whether you're not staying with your family, relationship between parents and children, relationship between spouses, all of these have become extremely complex and thereby has increased the need for communication in relationships. Often relationships break down because of breakdown on communication. And today we are going to talk about a couple of things that one can change about communication, which can help them have better relationships. The first thing is communication. A lot of times we mistake it to only mean that we speak, that we converse in some form or the other. But communication is also done by listening. In fact, it is said that one who is able to be a good listener also ends up being a good communicator because he is able to give non-verbal signals to the speaker that he's understanding and following what he's trying to say. Many a time, toxicity comes in relationships because one party feels that they are not being heard, they are not being valued. And being a good listener is something which can definitely reaffirm to the other party that you are listening. Now, there are two types of listening, and they're very funny when I describe them. The first one is listening to understand, and the second one is listening to respond. In our life, in our careers, you'll find a lot of people who are just listening to respond, looking for that precise angle where they can jump into a conversation and put their point of view, regardless of the fact whether it is aligned or does it take the conversation further. But then there are few who listen to understand. And that's extremely important because when you listen to understand, you are more open to understanding the other person's point of view. You are more open to acknowledging the differences, and you're more open to coming to a solution. This is largely driven by a positive and a growth mindset. Now, what's a growth mindset? The writer Carol Dweck, in her famous book, The Mindset, says that growth mindset is a state of mind where you are not fixated on a particular point. You are not stuck in the past. You are willing to move forward. You are willing to see new solutions and face new challenges. And that's not easy. It is not easy as I'm speaking it, but it is something that you can definitely develop and grow with. You would all also have seen the devastating effect of social media that has come into a lot of relationships. There are relationships which compare the success or failure of relationships on the amount of pictures that they're putting on social media or the number of places they're going to social media, on the number of likes that their posts are getting. While social media used in a positive way is progressive, I am also using social media when I am speaking to you. But overuse of social media and trying to find validation for your own self on social media is the cause of problems. I can say today we live in a world where people are much closer to people far, far away from them and have probably gone further away from people who've been sitting next to them on the chair because of the effects of social media. This FOMO, or fear of missing out, has created a craze where we actually spend more time on different social media channels than we would do in having conversation with people around us. And that is a great way to build relationships. Whether this is professional, whether it is personal, talk to people. They feel nice, address them by their names. Find out more about them and listen to understand, not listen to respond. The third thing is to acknowledge a mistake when it is done. Many times in egos, we gloss over that, or we feel that it is swept under the feet and it's gone, something which is in the past. But those disagreements continue to fester and they make a relationship toxic. That is very important because toxicity in relationships is what leads to breakdown of relationships, is what leads to separations, divorces, and so many other psychological and social problems that come with it. Be a good communicator, be a good listener. If you are able to do these two things, you automatically become a better human being and a better leader. Reflect on this and let's see where we go. Let me join you again for our next video soon. Till that time, you can join my Facebook community, Flames of Passion, where you can meet other communicators on their journey of success. Together, we have the power to change the world. Maybe the only message that the world is waiting for is your unique message. I look forward to meeting you again. Take care.